Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe back, and I'm going to start my next reading vlog. It is February 20th, 2025, Thursday. So I just got home from work. I just ate. If you can hear the washer, I'm sorry. I had to throw the comforter in because one of the cats puked on it. I don't know for sure which one, but I'm guessing Truman, but I'm not. It could be Cooper. Cooper is a puker too. So I don't know. They're almost 10 years old, so sometimes it happens. Anyway, so that is running right now, which was not the plan. They're running around after I fed them, so they are. I don't know. Well, hopefully they'll be okay. Anyway, they're fine. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so today was a normal work day. It was a little quiet, but I did not make the mistake of asking for work, so there was that. It was also not an audiobook day. I did not feel like starting an audiobook when I got up this morning, when I got into my car. So I just listened to music on the way to work. And then I got to work and I don't really feel like listening to anything. I had a couple options. I definitely could have, either from Libby or that I own from Audible. But I just didn't feel like anything. And I was just like, oh, okay, I've listened too much in the last few days that I needed a break. So I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow, because sometimes it takes me a couple days before I want to listen again. But I definitely needed today off. So I continued working on The Vengeful Dead by Darcy Coates during my lunch breaks. My lunch break and my other breaks. And then also on my way home, I had to stop and get some prescriptions, and the line was taking forever. So I read a couple of chapters waiting for them. They're pretty short chapters. Anyway, so I am now at 260 pages. So I am 130 some pages from the end. This is book 5 in the Gravekeeper series by Darcy Coates, and I'm really enjoying it now. At the beginning, I was kind of unsure, and it could just be because I've read so much romance and romantic suspense and fantasy romance recently that it was hard to switch to kind of more paranormal. Well, I did just read some vampire stuff, and anyway, but the point is, it just felt different. And I think it's because Darcy Coates does a lot of paranormal, like haunted house books, which are some of my favorites, which I need to read more of them. But the Gravekeeper series is one of my favorite things by her. I really enjoy the series, and it's taken, a couple of years for them all to come out. So I should have done a reread, but I did not. So we are following Kira in the first book, The Whispering Dead, and she doesn't remember who she is, and people are chasing her, and she hides out by a cemetery, and the pastor that lives in the cottage not too far away, he helps her and hides her, and then he gives her a job to kind of oversee the caretaking of the graveyard. And then she meets some friends, and they try to help her figure out what's going on. And there's a big macro plot of everything happening with what happened with her in the past. And then every book has kind of a different paranormal element, because she can see ghosts. And it's a really great series. And I think I should have reread the books before I started this, because I didn't remember quite as much as I was hoping. But now I'm far enough in that, yes, I remember everything, and it's fine. It was a slow start for me. But with last night's reading, and then today on my breaks, and being in line at the pharmacy, I'm now pretty far in. So I have, as I said, I have probably, what did I just say? I have a third left. Is that right? I would say about a third left. So I'm going to crack down and read that today. So I was watching a video while I had dinner, and then I'll put it in an MSR room and probably try to work on that. I'd really like to finish that tonight, just because it's now the climax. Things are happening right now, and again, this is the last book of a 5-book series, so I would finish a series. It would be the first series this year that I've finished, not just caught up on. So I'm gonna work on that. Just real quick then, that's kind of my plan. So if I finish it tonight like I hope, I will come back and talk about how it all ended, because it'll be the end of the series. Again, no spoilers. I did get a couple books in the mail. As you know, I guess if you watched my last vlog, I bought a lot of books and they all came yesterday. And then there were still some boxes in my mailbox that I didn't go get until this morning. So technically I got these yesterday, but I didn't pick them up until this morning. So one of them was I got off eBay, which was Forbidden Games by Katie Robert. This is 2 books that were Harlequin or Mills and Boon, whichever. The Make Me series. So Make Me Want and Make Me Crave. I read Make Me Want a couple weeks ago. I had the audio book from Libby. And then I'm on the hold list for Make Me Crave for the second book. So again, I'm halfway through this book already because I already listened to the first one, which again, they're Harlequin Desires, I think, or Mills and Boon Desire. I'm not sure how that all works. But this copy is from the UK. I thought my other one was a US copy, so they're not going to match probably, but I have them because again, I love Katie Robert and I wanted to read her older stuff, so I did get that, and I did like it. It was the first one had like a fake. Oh no, she wanted him to help her find a husband for reasons for her job that she needed to get married, and then of course she asked for lessons on how to be intimate because she had a bad boyfriend and it went kind of weird. Anyway, but I loved the way they got to. It was overall it was fine. It was fine. They're just easy reads. Anyway, and then I got a couple books. One of them I got from Blackwell's, The Baby Dragon Cafe by A.T. Kuresi, I think. Anyway, it's not coming out in the U.S. until like July, and I'm like, but you can get the ebook. I don't know about the audiobook. I didn't look for that. But the ebook was already available, and I'm like, well, but it's so cute. I wanted. All I know about this is that there's this baby dragon cafe that things get burned up a little bit more than the owner planned, and then somebody has a dragon that needs the baby dragon to be trained or looked after, and so he asks her to look after it, so he helps pay some of her bills for that. I don't know anything else beyond that. It just looks really cute, and it's one of those kind of cozy-ish ones, but it has little baby dragons. I had to get it. Anyway, so I did buy that from Blackwell's because I wanted that. And then I got one of my pre-orders like 2 weeks early. So I went back I checked Goodreads, so maybe they're wrong. They say it's supposed to come out March 4th, but I already got The King's Messenger by Susanna Kearsley. So this is a historical fiction in the time of King James. King James the First of England, King James the Sixth of Scotland. I think that's what it was. I can't remember where I read that, but something close to that. Anyway, and one of his, and I think this has something to do with, it always has, she has, oh God, cat. She always has things to do with kind of a supernatural element of some sort. Not all of her historical fictions do. So it's 1613, and we're following David, who is a messenger, and he is sent on a mission, but he has the second sight. So there's something, he hides that away because he's not supposed to let that know, because at that time there was some witch burning kind of stuff going on, I think, with James, King James. But I'm not sure how it all connects up. Anyway, I just bought it because it's Susanna Kearsley, and they had a sprayed edge copy. So, but anyway, it said it was supposed to come out March 4th, but I already got it. So I don't know if they changed the date on it or they just shipped them out early by accident, but I got my copy. So I was kind of surprised. So technically that was supposed to be a March buy, not a February buy, but darn it, I have it. So it'll go on my list. I've bought so many books. Anyway, that's it. Okay, I've chatted enough for today. So again, I am going, whoa, cat. I think he just fell off the Cooper. Are you okay? I don't know what he did. Or he landed hard. Anyway, but he ran right over and started eating food. So I think he's okay. Poor Cooper. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so anyway, I'm going to focus on this and try to get that done And then, as I said, I have so many sequels I want to pick up next. So I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up physically next. I have, like I said, there's a couple books that I've owned for a long time. And then I also want to continue the Chestnut Spring series, as well as the Sparrow Falls series. And, I don't know. And I also was looking at reading the When in Rome, or the Rome, Kentucky series by Sarah Adams too. I just, there's so many books I could read. I don't know what I'm going to do. So let's get through The Vengeful Dead and we'll see what I feel like. But anyway, that's it. That's it. Oh, no, I just talk forever. Anyway, I will check in with you hopefully later this evening. What was that? Why are you meowing at me? There's the other boy. Truman? What's wrong? And there's Cooper. Okay, so sorry if you can hear the dryer in the background. It's the comforter needing to dry. It's not dry yet. Hopefully I'll get it dry before bed. Anyway, so it is now 8:40 and I have finished The Vengeful Dead by Darcy Coates, book 5 in the Gravekeeper series, and I really enjoyed this in the end. As I said, this book just started out slow, but it really picked up in the middle, and then the end was just super action-packed, which I did not expect. The other books have action in them too, like book 4 did too a lot, and the ends to some of the other books, but this one was super high action for this series. I really enjoyed it. I loved the way we found out answers to certain things, and there, as I said, I didn't expect it to go quite in the direction it did for the action in the end. I think I was really surprised about how that went. But overall, it was just a fun read, and I really enjoyed this series. I will reread this in the future because I really think that at some point I want to read it, not back to back kind of reread, but like 1 a month kind of thing, and reread this. I think it would go better if I you know, read them closer together so everything kind of comes together. There's a couple things that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, that makes sense, you know, at the end that I didn't think about. Anyway, so I'm really glad I got that done. And I just got that book I don't even know, 2 weeks ago. 2-3 weeks ago? Not too long ago. There is, I can't find it now because I pushed it back in. There was one page that pulled out from here, but it was only one page and I pushed it back in, so I don't know what page it is anymore, but there is one loose page in here. Everything else looks fine in the binding. It was just that one page, so that was kind of weird. But anyway, so I still have, you know, about an hour before bed, so I don't know if I'm going to start anything. I'm thinking I'm going to start Guardian's Mate by Jennifer Ashley and have this be my next physical read. Oh, what number is this? What did I say this was? 10? Am I at 10 now? Let's see here. 7, no, 9. Is that right? I think it's 9 in the Shifters Unbound series that I've been reading about. Shifters who 20 years before came out, and then they were put into shifter towns, and then we're following several different shifter towns. I think we get to go to Montana this time, so we get to go to a new shifter town. Well, I'm guessing he goes there. So again, we're following a female wolf shifter who becomes a guardian, which is very unusual, and polar bear shifter Xander, who I think he's like a healer of some sort. And so he's kind of crazy in some ways too. So I'm curious to see how this all goes. Because I did read the first chapter. I read the first chapter because it was at the back of White Tiger, which I just read at the beginning of the month. So I did read a chapter already, but I'm going to, I think I'm going to start this one because again, this would help with, this is a series that I still have, I think, what did I say? I think I have like 7 or 8 novels left. And it's a series that I've been meaning to get back to. So I'm trying to slowly work on it. So I keep bouncing between series, but I don't want to read anything back to back, and I don't want to read anything too similar back to back. So I'm going to go this one's a shifter, paranormal romance, but it's a series that, as I said, this is book 9, so I'm pretty far into it, and I've been reading it for years. And then, as I said, I had to reread part of it, and then the last this year and a little bit of last year, I was actually reading ones I hadn't got to. So I own almost all of them. I think I'm only missing 2 books that I haven't bought yet, and one's a novella and one's a novel. I think I just need to buy 2. So, and I know she's writing more at some point, so I need to get caught up, and this is the year I'm going to catch up on all these series. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. I will, as I said, and tomorrow for audiobook, I don't know. It just depends on how I feel tomorrow morning. Like right now, I'm still like, I don't know if I'll listen to anything. But I still have, sorry. I'm starting to get tired. So I don't know if I'll read very much tonight after reading a lot of The Vengeful Dead. But I do want to read a little bit because it's Friday. I might listen to something. I'm just not sure what is calling to me. So we'll see how I feel in the morning. It might be another day where I don't listen to anything, and I might just read on my breaks, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And again, I have plenty of audiobooks. It's not like I don't have anything to read if I feel like it. Right now, I'm not sure. So anyway, I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is now Friday night and I am home. I am so glad to be home. It was a long day and it was long and boring and I didn't want to listen to audiobooks, so I just had to work and it was slow and boring and wasn't fun. Yes, Cooper is right here. Truman is somewhere on the floor. Anyway, so I've read Guardian's Mate by Jennifer Ashley. So I'm about 160 pages in. No, 136. Sorry, I looked at that wrong. So I'm almost halfway, not quite. Because I think it's 315. So I'm getting there. So I'm hoping to get pretty far tonight. I don't think I could finish it. 180 sounds like a lot, but I'm really enjoying it. And right now things are going on. So we're following again Ray, who has become a guardian kind of against her will. And in this world, again, the shifters have been, for 20 years, have been put into these shifters towns. So there's shifters who have collars that are meant to control them. And there are other ones who are uncollared who are pretty much fugitives kind of thing. So they try to live with like under the radar. And she's from Montana, but she gets sent to Alaska to work with Xander, who is a healer, because, nobody knows what to do with her because she's the first female guardian so it's kind of like a religious thing kind of for them, for nature wise, that helps them pass on after they die. So she is kind of pulled into this, again, she didn't want to, but, that's kind of what happened. So he is supposed to train her, and they, of course, get into adventures. And so right now they're dealing with people who want to turn in the uncollared ones. And then, of course, she would get in trouble because she's collared, but she's not in the right state. So there's a lot of action. Anyway, and it's, again, as a paranormal romance, so there is romance in here, but we're not quite there's just a little sexual tension, but not too much has happened yet because there hasn't been time. There's a lot of stuff's happened so far, and it's that they're going on right now. They're all in danger. So I'm gonna try to read a really good portion of that tonight, but I am kind of tired from it was a long day at work. It wasn't bad. It was just really slow, as I said. I mean, it wasn't like I had stuff to do, but then it was just like, it just was a long day. Anyway, so I'm gonna just chill out and, as I said, read the book and watch some booktube. That's kind of all I'm going to do tonight. I don't have any plans. Again, Cooper's here kneading on his blanket. And Truman's around somewhere. He's moved. But they'll probably be on me at some point. So we'll just kind of do a chill Friday night. I don't have anything really planned this weekend. I will go to the grocery store on Sunday with my brother, at least at this point. And I really want to get, I really would like to finish the book inventory, because again, all I have is one shelf down here, and then upstairs I have 2 small bookcases with 2 shelves on each that is all manga, so that'll be pretty easy. And then I have like 4 other shelves, well, I would say 5 other shelves that are upstairs. And I did find my copy of The Bite Before Christmas, the one that had the Lindsay Sands novella in it. I did own that. That book was upstairs, and it was on the corner of the credenza, like it was the closest one in, so it was white, and so I didn't see it. Well, it was in the shadow of the, the bookshelf, so I did have it. So, I'll show that at some point to prove it. But I was like, because I checked my inventory, and I was like, well, I haven't done upstairs yet, but that's the only place I could think left. And there it was. I found it this morning. I was like, geez, I knew I had it. Anyway, but we're going to see if I can get a lot of that done tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. It just depends. I might get some of it done. I mean, I don't know if I'll finish it on Sunday. I'd like to finish it. My goal was to finish it by the end of February, but I don't know. I mean, I'm close, but not that close yet. So we're getting close to getting that final number of how many books are actually in my house and how many I've read. Because if I don't hit a certain percentage, I might have to do, one of those book series like everybody else is doing about tackling their TBR. But we'll see how bad my percentages. I might do it anyway just because it'll be bad. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious. And I'd like to maybe have some theme vlogs on that too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have a lot of books. So it would take a lot to change the percentage probably. Anyway, that's it for now. If I finish my book tonight, I will definitely come back. But I'm pretty sure I'll finish Guardian's Mate tomorrow. So I'll probably check in if I get anything done with the book inventory and stuff. So we'll see. I don't expect tomorrow for me to do much, but stuff at home. As I said, I'll probably go out for a coffee in the morning and then just be home for most of the day. And just chill out. Because, not that I've done a whole lot this week, but it'll be my weekend. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I will check with you guys later. Hey guys, so it is now Saturday and it's it's almost 9 o'clock. I've got up, showered, went to get coffee, get gas in my car, dropped off the bottle drop bags. I only had 2. I should have done more, but because it was so empty, but oh well. Point is, that's turned in, and then came home and did the dishes because it was out of control. So that was that kind of week. Anyway. So, yes, you'll hear Cooper in the background because I just got home and such a whiny boy. Anyway, so I thought I'd just do a quick update because I'm now going to sit down and update all my spreadsheets and things and then hopefully do some book inventory, but we will see. Kitty! So I got really far into Guardian's Mate last night. I got to 241. So I have... what I figure 75 pages left. So I will finish this afternoon. That will be my goal, is to get this done. So that'll be another sequel done. I think I'm going to pick up Adrift in Currents Clean and Clear by Shauna McGuire next, because again, this is a pre-order as well as a sequel that I want to get to. So I'd like to read that completely today, but we will see how I feel later. But I think I could do that. And then if I have time, or I will read this tomorrow, I think. If my mood switches, that's how that goes. But my goal is to pick up another pre-order, and that is to read Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. This is the next book in the When in Rome or Rome, Kentucky series. I don't remember exactly which one it is called. But anyway, so I'm hoping to pick this up next to read today and tomorrow, but we'll see. It just depends on what my mood takes me. So I don't have any plans to leave the house again. I'm gonna go upstairs and get cozy into my sweats. And in case anybody notices, yes, I have the same sweatshirt, but I have two of them, so I wash them, you know. So there, anyway. That's why it's always the same one, is because it's my winter ones for this year. I should have bought new ones this year, but I didn't. They're just the ones I bought last year, and they're both green. So, because that was the only colors they had at the time. And I just bought them both, and then that's all I got. Anyway, so I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna do a little bit of here. I do have, I don't have anything else I have to do today. I've done, you know, what I plan to do today, except for what reading I want to do. I have no idea what I'm going to eat, so I will have to come up with lunch and dinner ideas. But because tomorrow I go grocery shopping, so I got to deal with what I have here. We'll see. It might be another quesadilla day. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm not worried about that. If I do go out, that's great. I do have one errand I do need to go hit. If I don't do it this weekend, I have to do it on Monday, which is just to go to Ulta for hair products. But I think I could hold out till Monday. So I think I'm going to try to do that, because tomorrow again is grocery shopping, and that's the only thing I have to go out for tomorrow. So as I said, I'm hoping to have a really quiet weekend. And they said my goal is to maybe finish the book inventory this weekend, but we'll see if I can do it. Anyway, so I'm going to go get comfy, and then I'll come back and I'm going to, do all my spreadsheet stuff for the week, and, maybe get caught up on my book journal. I might do that today or tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Because I hope to film a couple videos tomorrow. At least one. In my TBR. We'll see what happens. Anyway, because again, I have like a stack. Oh, you can't see it. It's just off screen. It's that way. Anyway, but point is that I have a big stack of books for March, which is typical because of the readathons in March that I want to participate in, which is March Mystery Madness and March of the Mammoths. So I don't know what I'm going to read for March of the Mammoths yet, because I've kind of decided this year it's not going to be a classic or ones that I should read. That I've told myself I kind of want to read some other things. Like I have a sci-fi and I have a historical fiction that I want to try. And then I have a couple other weird things that I might pick up. You know, as I said, I don't think I can read more than one or two mammoths, but you know, I'm going to try to read something. And then I have a lot of mysteries and that I would like to get to, because as I said, I just went through my mystery section last weekend, and it was really interesting to see all the mysteries I have that I haven't touched in a long time, and then a lot of ones that I just want to get to. Anyway, yes, kitty. So anyway, that's my update now. I will probably come back later once I finish Guardian's Mate, which again will be sometime this afternoon. And then we'll see if I continue on with what I think I'm going to read, which is pre-orders that are sequels, or if I'll pick up something else, because it'll just depend on my mood. I'm still not in an audiobook mood. I think I'm just going to not listen to anything until maybe Monday. I think right now I just don't feel like listening to anything. So anyway, that's it. I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so quick update, only because I feel like I've lost my motivation. It's now 11:15 about, and I just finished updating all my spreadsheets and looking up some stuff for some series that I realized I'm missing some novellas that I need to go back and read for the Dragonkin series, which I didn't know I hadn't read them, and I'm like, so I have to read 2 of them before I read the next full book, and then the last novella comes after the next book. Anyway, I did have a little bit left on my gift card from earlier this week that I cleared out that to finish getting the ebooks. Anyway, because that's the only way I can get them. So anyway, well, I mean, I could have done audio too, but it would have been more expensive, so I went ebook route. Anyway, so I also, yes, kitty. See, I start talking and he comes in. He was in the other room. So I have books all from upstairs that are on the floor here, and a bin of, you can see my laundry bag out there, the laundry bin, or, you know, whatever I carry my laundry in, the laundry basket is full of books from upstairs. So that's all of the books that are like books, graphic novels, and then I still have a lot of manga up there, but that manga I can probably write down like the title of the series, and then I can do that without having to drag all the books down. I decided to drag all the books down because I didn't I don't have a comfortable seating area upstairs yet. I'm still thinking about how I want to change the some of the furniture up there. It's like last on my list because it's not as important as stuff down here. Yes, kitty. But I dragged all those books down, and now I have lost my motivation to do anything. As I said, it took me a couple hours to get all my spreadsheets and stuff updated, which is something I love to do on Saturdays. So I did let myself do that, and I played with my book journal. Yes, kitty. But now I don't feel like doing the data entry for the book inventory. So I think I'm not going to do it right now. So I might come back. I really want to go finish Guardian's Mate. I really want to finish that book. So maybe I'll do that, and then maybe I'll come back. Maybe this afternoon I'll feel motivated and I'll come back. And I just don't feel like doing it. I just don't. As I said, I dragged all the books down from downstairs from my credenza. I need to clean up there now because I didn't realize how dusty it was up there until I started pulling books off. And I'm like, oh, I obviously missed this when I dusted last time. So I do have to clean that too, which again is just kitties. They're dusty. Anyway, so I do need to clean that. So I don't know. So I'm just kind of saying motivation was lost. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down things in here, and I'm going to let myself go finish my book. And then maybe after I finish it, and then after I eat lunch, I'll find my motivation again, and I'll come in and work on the inventory. But really, right now, it is like the last thing I want to do is start pulling books from the last shelf in the closet and do those, and then do all these ones on the floor and in that laundry bin. Although I really need to unload the laundry bin because I'll need that laundry bin for tomorrow when I do laundry, because all my laundry upstairs is now stuffed into another one. Anyway, I'm just whiny. Anyway, let me go finish a book. Let me do something else for a while, and then maybe I can motivate myself to come back and do something. If not, this will just be a lackluster day. It's kind of cloudy and gloomy, so I'm kind of not feeling like doing a whole bunch. I think I've done about as much as I feel like doing right now. And as I said, Cooper here is rubbing up against me and kind of pawing at me. Because again, usually he lets me go a little bit longer, but since I started talking, So anyway, I think that's it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go finish my book, and then we'll see how I feel after lunch. Because either I'll find motivation or I won't. Hey guys, so yeah, Cooper is right here. He's gonna get up now because I'm starting to talk. Anyway, so I just finished Guardian's Mate by Jennifer Ashley. Again, this is book 9. Yes, 9 in the Shifters Unbound series. So I really enjoyed this one because I liked Xander from other books where he's popped up. Novellas and a novel. And then we get to meet Ray and her dealing with the whole Guardian thing. I really enjoyed this because again, I like it when a series that I've been following for a long time, the world kind of expands. So a new kind of bad kind of thing is happening that we find out near the end of this book, and I think it's really cool. It just opens up what's going to happen in books beyond this, because again, there are at least 5 or 6 other books, and maybe a novella or 2, I don't remember, so I still have quite a bit to read. Anyway, but I'm catching up, and again, my goal is to try to read one of these a month, so that I'm caught up in the series by the end of this year, hopefully before that, because if I do it once a month, I should get there by the end of the summer, but we'll see. Point is, I really enjoyed this one because it felt different than some of the other ones because of the locale. Because again, we started in Alaska, which is really funny because again, I'm going to Alaska for a trip in a couple months, so maybe kind of excited. Not that I'll see exactly the same places, but it was still kind of neat. So anyway, but I did like this one because there was a lot of stuff going on, and they didn't get together super early, because it got a lot of paranormal romances. Some things sometimes can be a little quick on the draw of them getting together, but I actually liked the way that this was actually more of a slow burn than a lot of the books have been. So I did like that. I mean, again, they were attracted to each other, but they didn't. It was quite a ways in before really anything too much happened because they just didn't have time. Which made sense. That's what I liked about it. Is because it made logical sense to me that their relationship started that way. Anyway, I really enjoy, again, Jennifer Ashley is one of the authors. I read a lot of her books, and I have so many to catch up on still. But this one's a series that I want to focus on this year because I still have a couple other ones of hers that I'd like to read that I've either started or have. I mean, I've caught up on the Mackenzie McBride series was that last year? I think it was last year. So this year I'm hoping this is the series I'll catch up on. And then I can read some of her other books that are under one of her pseudonyms. Is it Allison James? Allison something. I think it's Allison James. But I have a couple series in that. So that could be next year. Anyway, this year is going to be these. And I'm really enjoying these. Again, there's paranormal romances that to me are just fun. And the world keeps expanding. I don't know the characters who are going to be in the next book, so I don't know where we're going to be. So, because this was interesting because we get to learn about the Montana shifter town a tiny bit. And then, of course, all the stuff going on in Alaska was kind of cool. Anyway, overall, I really enjoyed that. So now it's 2:35. And I'm not going back into the office to work. I just don't feel like it today. I did unload all the books out of the laundry basket so I can take it back upstairs for tomorrow to bring down my laundry tomorrow. So we'll see. It might just be something I do in another week or so. I will clean upstairs though later today or tomorrow. I didn't need that. But anyway, so yeah, no, I didn't make any progress on the book inventory except to move books around downstairs to bring them down here. Not my best plan. I didn't plan that very well. Anyway, so as I said, it's like middle of the afternoon now. I've watched some booktube. I just put an AMSR room on this last half hour just so I could finish the book because after I had my quesadilla for lunch, which was really good, I wanted to finish the book. So, and it was just, while I was watching other videos, it was just taking longer. So anyway. So now I think I'm going to read Adrift in Currents Clean and Clear because, again, it's one of my pre-orders and I want to try to get through. I mean, I'm doing really good on my 25 books in 2025 because, again, that was all next books in series. So I think I've gotten 6 or 7 of those done, mostly in February because I focused on them. But I have gotten quite a few off that list. There's still quite a lot to go, of course. But my pre-orders, I've only read, I read The Vengeful Dead. Is that the only one I read this year so far? I think that might be. I don't know. There might be one other one. Am I forgetting one? I don't know. But anyway, I would like to at least read another one of my pre-orders because last year I did fair on how many pre-orders I read within the year. This year I was hoping to do a little better. Not doing it so well. No, not so well, especially with how many books I brought into my house this month. I did so bad. Anyway, so I want to knock off at least a couple of them, and then this is really a short one, so I'm thinking I can get this done today. We'll see. I think it's only like a little bit over 100 pages, so I don't know much about 100. Sorry, 100 almost. Is it 150 pages? Or just under that. I don't know. It's pretty close to 140, 150, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to try to read this, I think. I did read the first chapter a couple nights ago when I didn't know what I was going to read next. So I think I can continue on from there. That means I only read, 10 pages? Yeah, that's about it. So I think I'm going to try to read this. Because again, I do love the Wayward Children series. So this is book number 10. And again, Nadia is considered one of the drowned girls, and I don't remember her, which is, again, it's one of those series where I've been reading, one a year for so long that I don't remember all the characters. I remember the main ones, but I don't remember her. So as I said, it's still early in her story. It's her story, kind of before we meet her. So I'm sure she's one of the girls either that we've met in one of the more recent books, but I don't remember. Anyway, but I'm going to read this. and learn her story because she has a disability. Birth defect kind of thing. So it's a different take. It's kind of interesting, and I'll be interested to see her point of view on that. So we'll see how that book goes. So anyway, they're portal fantasies. So at some point she'll go to another world, and then she'll probably, I think she ends up at Eleanor West's School for Wayward Children. I think she went to that school. It might be I don't remember. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we're going to do that. Cooper is hanging out with me. Truman visited. He was with me for right before lunch. And then when I got up to make lunch, he went upstairs to go to bed. So I won't see him for probably a couple more hours because Cooper is the one who stays with me during the day more often. And the night is more Truman's time to lay on me. I mean, they switch off, but I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I will, as I said, I will check in. Hopefully I'll get this done later this afternoon. But I'm reading really slow because it's a Saturday and I don't read very fast when I have booktube on. So again, I said I might leave the AMSR room on for a little bit longer and try to get into it, but we'll see. Cooper will be here. He's staring at me with love and wants me to stop. So anyway, I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so it is like 7:30. I'm not really enjoying this. Anyway, sorry, here's the cover. There are a few in this series that I didn't like. One of them I didn't like because of some choices the character made. One of them I didn't like because, to me, the author would tell us something exciting was going to happen, and then we would never see it. We would never see what happened, and it was annoying. Every time there was something exciting, she turned away from it, and we'd come back later, and we'd hear the aftermath, but we wouldn't see anything, and it really bothered me in that one. And again, it's one of people's favorite, and I hate that book. I'm not gonna, anyway. And the other one, I just didn't like some choices. This one is not my favorite because it's boring. I have 40 pages left, and I'm struggling. I have 40 pages left, a little bit under 40 now. But I'm struggling. I read a chapter, and then I go, okay, I made it through another chapter. And then, of course, this chapter I'm in is like a 20-page chapter, which is one of the longest chapters. And, of course, it's supposed to get adventurous. This is where it's happening. It's near the end. But I just don't care. And it's kind of sad. And I think it's partially because I don't remember this character. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe I wasn't supposed to remember her, or, if I reread everything. But I'm kind of bored, or really bored. I'm really bored, actually. I don't think I have a dislike for it as I did the other two that are my least favorite in this series. So it'd be number 3 from the bottom. But again, this is out of 10, so it's not bad that 3 of them are not my favorites, but or that great. I'm just not enjoying this. Anyway, so it's taking me a long time. And I just needed a break from it. So I've been watching a little booktube. And then my brother texted me. And our Costco membership had expired. And I'm like, wait, what? And because he wanted to go tomorrow. So we'll go grocery shopping earlier. And then when Costco opens, we'll go and do Costco. And I'm like, and I was trying to remember if I paid it. But I'm like, I went through my bills and everything. I'm like, I don't have it. I checked my checking account to see if I had, paid, because I couldn't find my check register because I switched over, of course, right before I would have paid for it. And I'm like, I don't remember getting the bill. I just don't have any memory. I went back through my notes with my brother, paying for things because we split it. I couldn't find it. So I went online and I paid for the membership, a couple months late, but I don't know what I did. And I don't think they sent me a bill. I couldn't find it. So I set it up to where I'll send it to my email. So at least I should see it. But anyway, so I paid the Costco bill. So I had a little freak out moment, and it didn't help that Cooper was trying to find everything in that room. And again, it is a disaster. The library office is a disaster right now, but everything to piss me off while I'm trying to look up this information. He was just driving me crazy. He has the zoomies now. Maybe because I yelled at him. I don't know. I feel sorry I'm sorry, Cooper, but you know, you were driving me crazy. He was hitting the closet doors together. There's nothing in there. He shouldn't want to go in there. Then he found paper to crunch on. And I was having a minor little meltdown. Anyway, point is, everything, the bill's paid. It wasn't like it was a big, like, I don't know what happened with that. You know, it was during the fall. I don't remember. Usually I get it October, November time, but I don't remember it. And I couldn't find any record that I paid it. So if I did get it, I forgot. I didn't do it. Anyway, I am going to still try to finish this before tonight. I just don't know if I'll pick up. I was hoping to get this done about, you know, around 6:30. I was hoping, but I just started floundering. And as I said, I still have, you know, 38 pages left, and I'm not enjoying it. Anyway, that's my update. I will come back when I finally get myself to read that. We'll see. I'm kind of disappointed because it's an expensive little hardback, but you know, as I said, I've really liked most of the books in this series. There are, as I said, now I have 3 of them that I didn't really like. But what's funny is it's always one of the even number ones. There's a couple of the even number ones I really enjoyed. So that would be 2 of them. And then the other 3 I did not enjoy. That's something to remember. Anyway, Anyway, I'm going to go finish this just to get it done. Ugh. Okay, so it's about 40 minutes later, and I have finished Adrift in Currents, Clean, and Clear by Shauna McGuire. So I did like the way, I mean, all of hers are kind of abrupt endings, but I did see it, you know, it wasn't like a surprise really, but I did like the way how it happened in the end, even, you know, not like it, you know what I mean? Like, you understood why it happened. It is still not a favorite. It is actually probably one of my least favorite books of the year so far. And again, it wasn't that it was bad. I didn't actively hate it, but for such a short book, I was so bored for most of the middle part. The beginning part was interesting, learning about Nadia and how she got into her situation and how she went through her door, and the portal world was interesting, but I also feel it wasn't as well defined. Well, I mean, not well defined. There was interesting things about the water and stuff. I did like parts of it. I was kind of bored with some of, I was bored through the middle. Anyway, so not a favorite, which is sad, but a pre-order is done. So it'll depend what book 11, what's going to happen in that book, that if I'm going to buy it at this point, because now I'm thinking maybe I don't want to buy these anymore, or at least not, you know, I don't know. That was kind of hurts me how much I paid for it and how little I enjoyed that. Anyway, I guess that happens. There's other books I buy pretty cheap that I really enjoy, so I guess it evens out. Anyway, I didn't really like that. So, again, it's like 8:20, so I still have a lot of time before bed. I do have to go to bed kind of reasonably because I'm going to get up and go grocery shopping with my brother. So I do have a time. Like, I need to be up and ready. And then we're going to go to Costco later. So I'm not going to have as much time. Probably am not going to do any of the book inventory tomorrow. We'll see what else I do, actually. So I'm kind of torn between what I want to read next. I might read, I'm trying to decide if I want to read one of the G.A. Aiken novellas that I didn't know about. and Can't Get Enough is technically the first one. And I thought, when I saw these covers a while ago, I thought they were book one's has 2 novellas in that novel, or in the, the bind up in the mass market paperback. And I thought these were that. And then I realized there were more. There's more of them than I thought. And then I read the synopsis and I'm like, these characters, we didn't see their story. So anyway, so again, these are Dragon Shifters ones I read. Earlier this week, I read How to Drive a Dragon Crazy. So this would be kind of going back to some of the older characters in this series, but I do have, as I said, I have 3 of them now, and 2 of them I need to read before I read the next novel. So I might pick that up. I do have another pre-order, Beg, Borrow, and Steal by Sarah Adams. I just don't know, after what I just read, if I really want to do that. I'm actually, let me see if I can reach it. The cats are on me. Sorry. I'm trying to reach the book. It's too far. Anyway, okay, I made it. I think I might hold off on Beg, Borrow, and Steal, or Can't Get Enough. I don't feel like starting anything new, so I think a reread might be better for me after reading a book I did not enjoy as much as I wanted to. And I think I'm going to start my reread of Crusade by Taylor Anderson. So this is book 2 in the Destroyer Man series. So again, I have only read to book 4. And I've read the first 3 books multiple times. I've read book 4 only once, and then I want to continue the series. So this is an alternate history series where we're following World War II destroyermen, who they have one of the stackers from World War I. They're in the Asian theater and in 1942, and they go through a kind of squall, and it sends them to an alternate universe, which is Earth, but things have gone differently. It's alternate history, so evolution has gone a different path. And so we had them meet allies and also find enemies. And did I say that right? Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to read some of this. I might not read this tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel like reading something else new. But tonight I think I'm just going to, again, I've read Crusade several times. And so I do want to read this one, again, reread this one this month so that I can reread Maelstrom next month, and then hopefully read Distant Thunders next month, or April, so that by May I can actually read the 5th book, which I've never read before, which is the book that's on my 25 books in 2025. So I do want to make progress in that, and this series is one of the ones I have to read books before I can get to the book I need to read for that challenge. And then again, this is a series. This is 15 books. So again, this is really early in the series, and I really want to read a good chunk of it this year. I'm not saying I'm going to get through all of it because, again, it's 15 books, but I want to at least get through over half the series. My goal is to read at least 8 of these this year. I think that's what I said. 8, that would be over half the series, because then I'd have 7 for next year. So we'll see what happens. But I need to do a reread. So I think what I'll do tonight is I could reread The Love Hypothesis. I still have that sitting here, so it's just sitting there. But I feel like I don't want a rom-com right now. I think action adventure will do better. And again, that's just what I do. So I think I'll read that for the rest of the night. So I will check in with you tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll wrap the vlog up because it's getting long as always. And so tomorrow, it might just be a boring Sunday. I have to go grocery shopping and all that, and Costco and laundry and stuff. But it might just be a reading day. I mean, either I'll be rereading Crusade or I'll start something else. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is Sunday morning. I just got back from grocery shopping with my brother. So I have a couple hours to try to film my TBRs for March. So I am doing 2. You will see those coming up this week. One will be for March of the Mammoths, put on by Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse. I've participated every year. I have failed half the times, but I at least have tried a lot of big books. Anyway, so this year I'm not sure what I'm going to do, so I have like a pile of possibilities. And then I'm going to film my March TBR with March Mystery Madness. And then a few of the items I have to do, like a buddy read and a couple other books that I want to get to. So it's going to be kind of a weird month, I think, March. So I did only read like 20 pages of Crusade last night. I was really tired by that time. And I just watched BookTube until bed. So I might continue this today. I want to read it sometime this week, so I might just continue on. We'll see. I did want to prove that I did find my book, my hardback, The Bite Before Christmas. So again, I only read the Lindsay Sands novella, The Gift, because I had Jeannie Frost. Is the Cat and Bones series. I tried the first book and I DNF'd it and got rid of it. So I am only keeping this for the Lindsay Sands novella, The Gift. Anyway, but I wanted to prove I had it because I was so sure I owned it, and I did. It was upstairs where I hadn't gotten to yet. I don't think I'm going to be doing the book inventory today, but I think I'm going to move stuff around in here. And so I have more space in here, and then my dumping ground will be my guest bedroom, so that when I finish the book inventory, that'll be the next thing I work on, because it's a disaster. I have so much stuff in there. I need to get rid of it. Anyway, so I just want to give a quick update. Grocery shopping is done, and I did fairly well of trying to not buy more than I needed, because I'm going to try to do one of those eat out of my freezers this week, and I didn't want to buy, so I bought stuff for lunches and other stuff, and I am going to try to start taking my own coffee to work again. I bought some cold brew and a creamer, so that I just need to calm down on the money spending, because I am going to be paying for my big trip next month, and then I want to save money for the next couple months. So if I can get back into, so I'm going to start exercising tomorrow morning. I'm going to have to not buy coffee. I'm going to try not to buy coffee this week. We'll see how I do. I don't get coffee today, which kind of sucks because I don't have time to go get it. So we're gonna calm it down. And then, like I said, I don't need to buy any books right now because I have so many books to read. Anyway, I will check in with you guys later, probably after I got back from Costco. And again, I'm not expecting to spend a ton there. I do have to get some essentials, and then household things mostly, and vitamins, and then everything else. I don't think I need a lot. My freezer is pretty full, so I don't need to buy a lot. But we'll see you never know when you go to Costco, so we'll see. Anyway, that's it. I will check in with you guys later today. Okay, guys, so it is 6 o'clock on Sunday night. Cooper, yes. Anyway, I haven't done much at all after doing the shopping and going to Costco with my brother. I had all these plans of all these things I could do. What do? I did the laundry. So that's done at least. And I'm going to make dinner here in a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Probably. I have read about 90 pages, or reread 90 pages in Crusade. It's not the book's fault. It really is my brain. There's something about Sunday afternoons that I just don't read a lot. Like, a lot of times, I think it's just me thinking about work, and I'm like, I have to go to work tomorrow, and, the weekend's ending. I don't know why it starts so early for me in my head, but it does. Anyway, I did think about maybe switching books, because, again, this is a reread. I don't have to read this, straight, because, again, I've read this several times. But I think I'm going to continue on a little bit longer because we're in the middle of a battle. So I know what happens, but I want to get past that. And, the first chapter is 130 pages. I don't know why he did it. There's a lot of breaks in it. Don't get me wrong. It switches perspective all the time. Again, this is one of the best ensemble casts, for books that I've read. I just adore them. So I do want to continue. I think I'm going to continue a little bit longer. If I, later feel like something lighter, maybe I'll pick up a romance or something. But right now, I am enjoying this. It's just my brain. I'm watching BookTube more than I'm actually paying attention to this. And that's just how it is. So I'm going to close the vlog out here. It's still, I think I got quite a bit read this last couple days. I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I think I did fine. Anyway, so we're going into the last week of February, so I will vlog for the last few days, or 5 days of the month. And then I don't think I'm going to vlog in March specifically. I think I'm going to go back to weekly updates for March. Take a break again from vlogging. We'll see. I might have a vlog in the middle there. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. It just depends on how the month goes. Right now it's hard to tell. So, so I will have one more vlog for this next week. So, and again, this week I'll have a couple of videos for my TBRs, so those will go up as well. So anyway, hope you guys have read a lot, and anyway, I will check in with you guys later. Bye.